Hello, I am Ken Alter. I am a rabbi at the Congregation Avarachim in Colchester, Connecticut. I was diagnosed with Gleason 7 prostate cancer. I was recommended by my Tai Chi teacher, George Hoffman, as a suggestion to come see Dr. Wu and see if Dr. Wu can help me with my problems. On top of that, I also have stomach problems as well. I have celiac and IBS. Very hard time eating food, and dairy foods also gave me a lot of problem with digestion. And I had suffered 2 concussions, and the situation was that I was getting dizzy when I was doing yoga poses, especially inversions. I was a little dizzy even doing Tai Chi poses. I couldn't play golf because the noise was bothering me from even taking the club back. And the thing I loved most was playing guitar, and I couldn't play guitar for a few years after the concussion for 2 years because of the vibrations were affecting my body, and I just gave up on trying to even play guitar and waited till the time when I could heal better to play again. Started seeing Dr. Wu February 27th. I had a consultation with Dr. Wu. He did a tween treatment with me, an assessment, gave me some herbs, and recommended that I use a new cutting-edge technology called quantum healing that Isaiah is filming this would be giving me for the next 5 or 6 months, and he said wait till you see the doctor again and see how it goes. So I went to see the doctor. I had 21 different blood tests. All blood tests were perfect. The doctor said to me, "How did you do it?" So I told him how I did it. He said it's an amazing thing that he saw. There wasn't a problem with one blood test.
Did they see that kind of thing often?
Very rarely has he ever seen anything like that.
And how do you feel now?
I feel great. I just came from traveling. Something my father never liked flying because we have ear problems, and I took precautions on the airplane. I wear earplugs. I chewed gum. And I flew for the first time in 3 years. I was brave enough to fly out west. And I flew without a problem. I listened to what you told me on Monday before the treatment about swallowing and keeping my whole system open. I put some drops in my nose to make sure everything was clear in my nasal passages, and my ears didn't hurt at all from the takeoff or the landing, switching planes, which I did in Atlanta to Nevada, and on the way back I switched in Minneapolis and ran through the airport to take the plane, and I made the plane by 20 minutes, and also I didn't have a problem with the takeoff or the landing, which always was very problematic for me, and it took me days to recover from the ear pain, from the depression in the altitude. And my father always had this problem because he had burst an eardrum while flying because he had swam and he had water in his ears. So to him, swimming was never a good thing before flying. I swam 5 hours before the flight. I wasn't worried about getting water in my ear. I wasn't worried about the problem flying. I was confident that I wouldn't have any situation.
And you mentioned you weren't able to play guitar anymore or golf.
Yes.
How do you feel about your life
I
now?
had played golf only once in 2 years, and I shot a 63 on 9 holes, and it was very hard for me. I have an umbilical hernia, I forgot to mention too. So, I was taking a card. I was so embarrassed by my score from a couple of years ago. The one time I played, I just thought I wouldn't want to play again. But once I had the treatments, I started to improve my swing, and I had a professional look at my swing and told me 30 minutes what I was doing wrong. So I adjusted that, and since then I've shot the best golf scores in my life every time. Great scores that
How's
people
guitar?
can't believe. The guitar is one